Right, I'm Luke Wilkins here with BikeChannel.com once more at P&H Motorcycles down here in Crawley. And no, I'm not just picking up another bike to go out on a jolly on. Tonight is actually the launch of the brand new Kawasaki 2011 new range. You can see behind me, under wraps, Z1000SX, you've got the ZX10R and the W800. They're going to be unveiled shortly. We are here nice and early before the crowds get too heaving and massive. And we're going to be reporting from the event live and covering exactly what happens when they unveil these bikes and what people think of it.
Okay, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the P&H ZX10R Z1000SX launch night. And we're about now to unveil the bikes. So we'll start with the new W800. And if you guys want to pop the cover off, if everyone can sort of stand back a little bit so that everyone can get a good view, we can always sort of hover around in a minute. And here we go, new W800 from Kawasaki. Fantastic. Right, okay, and the next bike to be unveiled. You guys want to do the Z1000SX next year?
Yep. It's the way you stand.
God help me.
The new Z1000SX, folks. And finally, for the big moment, we've got the new ZX10R Superbike 2011.
Come on, Mark. We're ready this end.
Huh?
We're ready over here.
I've got a big exhaust there.
I've heard of that.
So the room is going.
And finally, the ZX10R. Someone wants to flip its mirrors out. So enjoy the evening. Thanks very much.
Feel free to take a seat.
Thank you, Simon.
Okay then, so we've just had the big unveiling of the three brand new Kawasaki models down here at P&H Motorcycles, and you can probably see behind me there's a lot of interest in all the bikes, but first up, got to take a look at this brand new Kawasaki ZX10R, and it is just over there. So let's go and speak to some people, see what they think about the new bikes, whether they like the look and the styling and all the new features, and just generally get their first impressions. Right then, I managed to find ourselves probably the biggest Kawasaki fan here. This is Andy, as you can see, he's got his Kawasaki leathers on, he's got his jacket on. He didn't even ride his bike down here, he walked, didn't you fella? But
got the bus through.
Got the bus through, I like that. Now listen, this is a brand new ZX10R. I know how excited you've been about seeing this bike. All the guys down at P&H have been telling me. What's your first impressions of it, buddy?
It's very green, which is always nice. I see they've employed some technology into the front of the bike, which is always nice. Indicators are less tacked on to the arms as they have been for the last few years.
Yeah.
I think the back end looks quite interesting. I think it's a lot narrower than previous bikes.
Yeah.
Obviously the lighting system
the new lighting unit
has been
pretty cool.
redesigned.
Brilliant. Andy, thank you so much, man. Enjoy your rest of your evening at the Kawasaki launch. Cheers, man. Different types of bikes so often. When you get on the superbike, you don't like they are. Play around with it. Right then, so moving on, Z1000SX. I've got James here. Now, you've told me you're rather keen on buying one of these, aren't you?
I will get one of these. I've had the ZX9 before, I've had the ZZR14, currently on a Honda, but looking to trade it for one of these.
Now, obviously, you've just seen this unveiled. As we checked about earlier, you haven't had a chance to ride it yet because no one has. What do you think?
It looks good, doesn't it? Very comfy riding position. I like the adjustable screen. Two formats for the bike. So there's this slightly more sporty version, and then the tourer one with the luggage kit. Don't know which one it's going to be yet for me. But yeah, no, a good all-rounder. Great for touring, great for across town, I think. Yeah,
is it kind of what you were expecting it to look like? When, you know,
yeah, no, it's really good. I mean, I like the Z1000, the model on which this is based, and I think this is a great development of the bike. So yeah, looking forward to riding it.
It's got to be said, man, when I first saw it, it literally, if it wasn't for the high petrol tank, it could almost pass off as a 1000cc sports bike, couldn't it, really?
It could do. I mean, it has got some slightly more conservative styling about it compared to the ZX10, of course.
Very true, yeah.
But, you know, if you're a middle-aged bald man like me, then this is the perfect tool.
Oh, brilliant, man. And how long do you think it will be till you go and buy one?
I was hoping to talk to Simon later tonight.
See, that's a happy man. James, well, listen, thank you so much, buddy. Enjoy riding your new Z1000SX, mate.
Nice talking to you.
Right then, so we've seen the bikes having been unveiled. We spoke to some people and got their first impressions on them. I've got Sean here from P&H Motorcycles, a man who's an expert on Kawasaki's.
Don't know about that.
Oh, come on, fella. You've been waxing lyrical to all the punters tonight. Yeah. And we're going to get a bit of a talk through on some of the bikes.
No worries, yeah.
Okay, should we start with the W800?
Yeah, absolutely. It's basically sort of a bit of a rehash of the design of the W650, which has proved to be very, very popular, only bringing 250 into the country. And this one, as you can see, has got sold marker on it. It lasted about 5 minutes in the shop. We unveiled it over there. Well, we moved it over there and to put a cover on it, and it was sold by the time we came back. It's going to be very, very popular, I think.
Yeah, parallel twin, obviously, cafe racer styling.
CC engine, which hopefully is going to give it a little bit extra oomph, which is yeah, kind of what the market needs at the moment, I think.
We'll do the Z1000SX next. Okay, now we were talking about this earlier. If it wasn't for the high petrol tank, it could almost pass itself off as a sports bike, fella.
Very much so. That's what they're hoping with this bike. They're really hoping it's going to bridge the gap between sports bike and touring bike, because there's nothing really to fulfil that kind of spot. So it's not. They've stressed this quite a lot. It's not a Z1000 with a full fairing. It's got a bigger tank. They've moved the key for that purpose. The screen's fully adjustable, obviously. The seat's more comfortable for pillion. There's loads and loads of changes on it. The handlebars are much higher, bigger tank, bigger range, obviously. So, yeah, really hoping this is going to bridge that gap. It's what the market's needed for a long, long time.
Right, well, ZX10R, this is the beast that everyone wants to see.
This is the one. I mean, where can you start with this? So we go through the basics. Obviously, you've got the traction control, you've got your ABS, it's all singing, all dancing, big piston forks, uprated brakes. You could just go on and on. But the major thing which everyone's raving about is the 200 brake horsepower. That is the thing that they have, they've really pounced upon from the BMW, which is trying to knock it off top spot. Only time will tell. I haven't ridden it yet, so I'm to ride this tomorrow.
Yeah, I can imagine. Biggest new features, what would you say? The things that you think people are going to notice most if they take this out?
The thing I think is going to be the traction control and the way it delivers the power. That's going to be the bit at which people really will notice, according to all the reviews. But like I said, the proof is in the riding. This is the demo, so ready to go.
Yeah. Okay, then it has been a brilliant evening down here at P&H Motorcycles in Crawley. We have seen the new W800, which I've got to admit has impressed me no end, and it's already sold, which is impressive. Saw about 3 people get involved on the Z1000SX, and people looking to buy that already. Think that could be something a little bit different, which I'm looking forward to riding. And of course, the bike that everyone was ranting and raving about, and I think was here to see tonight, the ZX10R. Can't wait to get out on that in the near future, but I know it's going to be booked out for test rides for lots of people. So if you want to come try it out, want to pop down here to P&H Motorcycles in Crawley, and do just that.